morning, and I thought, just just now, why don't I put this on? This is going to be festive, right? Saturday morning, the 21st of December. We are really going quickly through this month. It is unbelievable how time flies when we're having so much fun daily here. And so you're very welcome. Another daily yarn advent live chat. And it sounds like somebody just started their grass cutting machine. What do you call that? Lawnmower. But I don't think you'll be able to hear it. I'm holding thumbs. All right, let me just see if everything is in the screen. There we go. All right. How are you all doing? What is news? Hello, hello, everyone. We are here to open up some yarn advents. We're here to talk about amazing crochet and knit patterns to use for yarn advents or leftover yarns or scrappy yarns. Hello, Susanna. How are you? Susanna informed us on the WhatsApp community group that it is scorching hot, 40 degrees. I'm sending so much love. Let's see what is the temperature currently, 10 o'clock here in the morning with us. And we're expecting rain according to the forecast. I'm not believing the forecast anymore. It should be 32 degrees today. So that is much better than the almost 40s we hit. We actually hit 40s. Was it last week? Yes, last week. Hello, Anita. All right, I'm so fancy today because I put this specific mug in a very special place. And I don't put it with the normal day-to-day mugs in our kitchen because I'm just so scared that it's going to break. And so I took out my earth, water, fire. Let me just see if I'm in so that I can show you properly. My earth, water, fire, Katie mug. You know what is the best? She was lying on that chair probably for an hour now. No problems. It was quiet in here. I was preparing everything, preparing my mug of coffee. And the moment I start to talk, she's here. It's so funny. Anywho, I took out my earth, water, fire, beautiful handmade pottery mug. It's an artist from Cape Town. She was at the Cape Town Yarn Festival. This is where I got it. And this is just absolutely, Katie, wacht nou. Katie. It's beautiful, right? Trying to come to the rescue. So the cats haven't had their breakfast yet. And so our routine is as this. Morning and evening, they get wet food and they have hard food, kibble, to use throughout the day. They have access to that throughout the day. But they are spoiled in the evening and the morning with some wet food, right? And what we do is we take their two holders, their two buckies, I don't know what you call it, like a bowl. They're two bowls, cat bowls. It's made of stainless steel, I think. And then we clang them together, like hit them together. It makes a noise and the cats run to the kitchen because they know it's their time to eat. And so Philip is so amazing. He's trying to get her away by letting them have food. So I just heard the bowls, the cat bowls being hit together. So funny. And that's why she's moving out. But anyway, I'm interrupting myself now the whole time. I'm having this mug of coffee. And I made some plunger coffee because it's Saturday morning. I have time to do things like that. And so it's some nice Kahlua fudge filter plunger coffee. So that is quite special. So celebrating our beautiful time together with each other. All right, let me read the comments. Hello, Janita. She says, hello, ladies. Doing well, enjoying the cooler weather. I can just imagine. I was so excited last night or yesterday afternoon when it rained for about 10 minutes, and I'm really praying we're gonna get some rain. They're also forecasting more rain tomorrow, which I really pray and hope that it will come true. Susanna says, I felt so hot. I cut about 15 centimeters of my hair. No hair appointments till mid-January, so drastic times call for drastic measures. Oh, I feel you. You know, I normally cut my hair. So we stay in the southern side of Bloemfontein, and I normally cut my hair in the northern side. There's a place I've been from when we moved here. No, 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 not from when we moved here. That's a lie. But there was a lady that's actually opening up her hairdresser shop like around the corner of us. And so myself and my husband, we walked there yesterday. I went there to get information, and I think I might be using her. In the beginning, I'll just do like cutting the ends of my hair and see how she is, and maybe do a little bit of highlighting. I don't know because I'm so scared of hairdressers. But she was saying, guys, I just hope you're not coming in here asking for an appointment because I'm so full. I can't help you. So I understand. But I can imagine how that will help. And that is why I'm so uh, predictable. Predictable. That's the word, right? Because I'm having my hair in a pony, or I'm taking it up with a clip or something because the heat is just too bad. Miranda is back from grocery shopping with her sister. Just back from the supermarket, listening with a cup of tea and breakfast. Oh, that sounds lovely. We're gonna have breakfast after this. I'm gonna bake some eggs, or fry some eggs. I'm going to have bacon, and I'm actually feeling like having baked beans. I'm feeling like having a great breakfast today. Hello, Miranda. It's lovely that you're here. Did you enjoy the grocery shopping with your sister? Susanna says, Sari Nordland posted a reel on Instagram showing her cat who is just like Katie. Oh, I need to go look at that. I need to remind me if I forget, Susanna, because I would like to see that. Hello, Rosemary. Morning, all. It's a lovely, cool day here in Pretoria. That is awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. All right. So I'm so happy to have all of you. You are also very welcome. Miranda's having a cup of tea with breakfast. What are you all having? Are you having something to drink? And what are you working on? And I have a question for you today, but I'll post this or I ask that question a little bit later. All right. This coffee is so nice. So nice. I have not even started knitting or crocheting today. So let me show you. I have progress on my Naughty Habit. Let me quickly, let me go. On my Naughty Habit 24-day stripe advent. It's sad because today is day 21. So there's 4 stripes. No, how many? Yes, there's 4 stripes left, which is including today's. It's almost at the end of the sock tube. It's really sad because I really loved this process and finding out each day the colors, and it's minimal knitting. So it's doable and it was so enjoyable. So, but let's not become sad now. Let's not become sad. All right. So this is the sock tube thus far. This beautiful blue was yesterday. So let's have a look and see what is today's color. Oh, it's a green. It's a green color. I don't know if you can see, but beautiful. All right, so that is the 24-day stripe advent from Naughty Habit. And oh, it's kind of like starting to feel less and less. Oh, it's so sad. All right, let me not cry. Let me not cry. The felt fibers. Oh, this really, both these also, I love all these advents. I cannot say that I do not love them. I really do, all of them. And it makes me happy. It really does. So, felt fibers from day 13. The others is all winded in a ball in my, where is my project bag? Oh, I think it's still in our room. All right, so this was day 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This was yesterday. I mean, look at these colors. It is beautiful. And this was was this Frankenstein yesterday? I think so. I'm not 100% sure now. Can't remember. So I wonder where this is going. Because it almost feels like we are having some purple coming, right? Is it a possibility? Even though there's a little bit of brown. No, I think maybe it's browns. Maybe it's browns. Maybe we're going for browns now. So let's have a look. Let's have a look what we're going to get. So oh, joy, almost the wrong package. Day 21, which is a 25-day advent from Felt Fibers. Let's have a look. Okay, we are not totally wrong. We are not totally wrong. Alrighty, this is beautiful. Wow. Okay, look at that. It is a brown and a very dark blue. I would say it matches the wall, like a navy blue. And brown. We were correct, indeed. Oh, this is really, really beautiful. Okay, where's my red pen so that I can make all the notes? 21 on here. And I don't know this book. Do you know this book? The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I know Oscar Wilde, but I don't know this book. Ever marry at all, Dorian? Men marry because they are tired. Women because they are curious. Both are disappointed. That's not why I got married. Why am I feeling so demacor today? Do you know this book? I really do not know this book. The Picture of Dorian Gray. Interesting. All right. But this color is truly beautiful. This is really a beautiful color. Alrighty, so that is the one color. Let me see. Hello, Carla. She says, hello. Oh, Miranda says, started a new pair of socks with self-stripe yarn. Oh, wow. Tonight, I hope to finish my waves shawl while watching TV. Oh, that is going to be so awesome. I hope that the weather plays along. How is the weather today in the Netherlands? It's still obviously cold because it's winter time. Oh, Anita, that sounds lovely. She says, my husband bought cinnamon donuts from our favorite filling station. Yummy breakfast. I am officially jealous. That sounds lovely. I wonder where that filling station is. Is that the one almost in the city? Because they have amazing donuts. Carla says, oh, Yanita, yum. Yes, I agree. I agree. Purple or teal next? Mm-hmm. I think you're correct, Carla. I like blue and brown together. It's beautiful. It is, right? So beautiful, says Rosemary. I've heard of the book. Oh, okay. I also have heard of the book, says Rosemary. I've never heard about that book. So that is new to me. What is that? Why? Why? Do we come here when I speak? Do you think I'm speaking to you? Okay. Oh, all right. So what do you think about the scatters? It's quite beautiful, right? Do you it's nice. I agree. So let's put them on the string, Katie. Where's the other side? There we go. Let us quickly put them on the string and then let's have a look at what is to come for the Easter yarn one. Alrighty, there we go. This is beautiful. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Can't see. There we go. Let me just push them out a little bit so that they have space to breathe, so that they can all show off their beauty all equally. There we go. Gorgeous. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. This is really pretty, really pretty. All right, so that is felt fibers. Let's refresh our minds on the, wait, Katie, on the Eastery Zion Creations, which is a 12-day Advent. They don't want to see your bum. They would rather see your face, but not your bum, Katie. All right, so here is Eastery Zion Creations. The red is day 1, day 2, the mushroom color is day 3, dusty pink 4, 5, 6, 7, this beautiful blue color. And let's see what is going to be day 8. Right? Where is my package? There it is, day 8. Why is it so difficult sometimes to open a bag? Oh, I was not incorrect yesterday. I was not incorrect. So let me show you. This almost looks like, when you see it like this, it looks like it's the same color than yesterday, right? Oh, wait, what is happening? Oh, the linen is just a little bit more bigger. That's beautiful. So this is a lighter blue than the one of yesterday. So let me just put it on the string. Oh, this is beautiful, actually. Let me show you. I told you yesterday, I have a suspicion from the purple with the light purple that we're going to have the same effect with the blue. And I was correct. But now I don't know what's the cup. It's going to be green next. Are we going to play the green card again? Because I have a suspicion we might go into greens. It's gorgeous, right? Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And I mean, just look at this beautiful bag that we received, which I was not anticipating. So that's why I'm so like astonished. All right, let me go to the comments. Yes, Jalene, the one opposite SAST. Yes, it's that one. Oh, wow. That is a nice breakfast, having that donuts. Oh, Anita, yum, yum. We finally have some sun, says Miranda, and it's 7 degrees and no rain. Oh, enjoy, enjoy that beautiful day, sunny day. I hope it'll bring you so much joy. Maybe, spend a little bit outside and expose your skin to the sunlight. I hope that will bring you joy. Yes, hello Mariana from Sweet Crochet Dream. She says, hello, hello, love your yarn Advent string. Yes, I know. Isn't the yarn just beautiful? So I have these 2 strings for felt fibers and for Eastery Yarn Creations. And the felt fibers ones is just showing half currently of, or rather, let me say, the second half of the Advent set. The others is already winded up in a ball. Pink. Yes, green. Yes. I so wanted pink. Reminds me of a rainbow. Yes, absolutely. It's beautiful. So, oh, this coffee is bringing me joy. This is so nice. All right. So, before we delve into the patterns, which again I'm excited about, I hope I have not closed this one window, so I hope it's not creating any noise. But I'm sure you would have told me if there was noise. All right, so before we go into the pattern advents, the advent patterns for crochet and one for knit, I'm going to start and knit on my sock tube, my advent stripe for today. So that is what I'm going to be doing. Susanna says I have some Corriedale fiber in similar colors, aqua and turquoise, and I also got orchid and a really nice stripy one like a humbuck. Oh, wow. Those colors, Susanna, sounds really beautiful together. So what are you going to make with all of that? What are you going to make with those fibers? That is going to be beautiful. I know that you're going to spin it, but what will be your plan after you've spun those beautiful fibers? And if you're joining us, please let me know what you're working on. Are you crocheting? Are you knitting? Are you spinning yarn? Are you not doing anything craft related? What are you currently busy working on? And then I have a question for you that I would love for you to answer. So, knowing everything you know now in terms of crochet or knit and your craft, what would be the one thing that you would tell the person that just started crocheting and just started knitting? What would be your tip? What would be your guidance to your younger crafting self? Hello, Arlene. How are you doing? So my question to you is, to your younger self that started crocheting or knitting, what would be your guidance to them? What would be your tip to them? I would really like to know that answer. Mariana says, I'm busy frogging projects that aren't going to see the day of light. Well, that is quite enjoyable because frogging a project that is not bringing you joy or that will not see the day of light is a very important thing to do, because if you leave it there, it's like it's hanging on the back of you and it's like you are remembering it all the time and it's weighing on you. And now having the opportunity to frog it, it makes you feel light and it makes you feel like this is not something that you need to worry about anymore, because now you can go on further and do something else. And that is okay. So it is okay to frog a project. If it's not bringing you joy, if it's not what you expected it to be, it's okay. You are allowed to frog that project. Carla says, I'm drinking coffee and doing nothing. Crojo is on annual leave. You know, sometimes we don't understand why, but those time frames where we're having those no Crojo is sometimes serving a purpose, and you come back more rejuvenated with a lot of inspiration. And so enjoy this time. Have your coffee. Don't worry about any crocheting, Carla. That is fine too. Carla says, my tip would be to enjoy the process. And I think that is such a beautiful and wonderful tip, because people sometimes become so detailed orientated and very specific, where they want things to just go right. And it's okay for us to have the process and the journey of learning, making mistakes, and even while we're making mistakes, enjoy that, because we're learning from that, we are growing as crafters. Oh, Anita says, I'm sewing pencil cases. I remember all those gifts for your colleagues. That's so beautiful, Anita. Susanna says, don't stress about it. Just relax. It will become second nature and you will love it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love that tip. It goes so beautifully with Carla's suggestion or tip as well. Janita says, I would have researched different yarns first. My exposure to yarns in the beginning was very limited. And you know what, Janita? I think this is a very common thread through the crafting community. We are so exposed to typical I'm going to say this very loosely, like plastic yarns. And by that I mean acrylic yarns, which is obviously much more affordable and, more attainable. Is that the word? That's not probably the word, but it's accessible, more accessible in our yarn shops. And well, I would say most yarn shops, your typical yarn shops, don't even stock anything else than acrylic yarns and cotton yarns. When you have these more beautiful specialized yarn shops, you definitely will get merino and silk and mohair and all those things. But it's very typical to get cotton yarns, at least, but acrylic yarns in a wool shop, in a yarn shop. And so I think most of us here would probably absolutely agree with that. And it was such a great journey for me to get exposed to other fibers, plant fibers, bamboo, animal fibers, and have this journey and enjoy it, because that has been my journey. And so I would not necessarily say that I've been sad, because I could actually craft or elevate my crocheting at the time, because it was with crocheting that I did acrylic yarns and cotton yarns. Luckily, at least cotton yarns. But I could at least then perfect, if I can say it like that, perfect my stitches, my fabric that I created using acrylic yarns, and then play so nicely with other fibers. But I think most of us are going to agree with you on this one, on that tip. And but you don't even know when you start crafting that there's different yarns and different fibers. I didn't know. So it was like the world were opening up when I discovered, what, merino yarns, blends, silk and cashmere. What, are you kidding? So when you step into this world, it's like you don't even know the vastness of yarns when you start. Anita says, frogging is part of the progress. Frogging is part of the progress. Yes, it's part of your journey of how to learn and make mistakes. And so I love that's a great tip. You're allowed to frog. Tip number 2, allow some frogging. Yes, Carla is just highlighting that fact as well. That's so true. Susanna says, Janita, that is exactly how it was for me. All the marketing and hype for acrylic yarns. I'm so happy I found all the natural yarns. And I mean, there is definitely a space for acrylic yarns. I am also still using acrylic yarns for some projects. So there is a space for that. But honestly, natural fibers bring so much more to the table. It might not be as affordable, but there's so many more pros using natural yarns for certain projects. And it can be from, it is a natural source. We are looking at the environment, but that's not really the big one. The big one for me was actually when I started crocheting with merino yarns, that the way that it felt on my arm and my hand and my wrist, it was so more economical than having to use acrylic yarns. When you start using merino yarns and natural fibers, it's a game changer on you don't get that issues with so much so than with acrylic yarns, I would say. Rosemary says, I would tell her to do what makes her happy. Oh, I love that. I love that. That is one of the most important lessons that I've learned. I also always thought that all colors had to match, but not anymore. Oh, Rosemary, this brings me so much joy to read this. Wow. I think we start off, some of us, that you can only use pinks and maybe a purple together, but don't think out of the box. Like, don't color outside of the lines, you know? And then you have, everybody is doing, for argument's sake, granny square blankets, and you are following suit because everyone is doing that. But the moment you're doing something that you love, and you can be creative and use different colors and maybe do different yarns or whatever the case might be, I really think what a testament. I really love that for you. That's a great, great tip, Rosemary. I love that. And I get this question so much where people is asking me, can you please knit me a beanie? Can you please crochet me this? Can you please do this? And I tell them straight, I'm now old enough not to impress people. So I tell them straight, listen, yeah, I don't do, I'm sorry, I don't craft for you to buy stuff from me. And the reason I'm doing it is because if I have to make 50 beanies, because this one wants a black one, this one, I'm going to be so dead inside creating all the things that you want, and that's not bringing me joy at all. So I'm crafting things that I like to do that's bringing me joy. I'm not doing it for you. It might sound selfish, but that is part of the artist. Remember, we talked about artistry a few days earlier. Do you consider yourself as an artist? And you should, if you're not, because you're an artist. You're a creator. You are creative. You're having a craft. Yes, you might not be a Michelangelo and recognized in that way, but you are still a Michelangelo and a crafter and an artist. And part of artistry is not to do things in bulk and to give other people joy. It's to let the creativity flow for what you envision and what's making you happy. That is the joy. So, Rosemary, that comment that you gave just now is bringing me immense happiness. I'm so happy for you. Mariana says tip, buy a bigger house. Tip of the day, buy a bigger house. Mariana is so funny. Your yarn collection will soon overtake the space you have. Because, it's so true. It is so true. And, I have a friend. Oh, this is so funny. I have a friend. I know she's not on yet. She would buy yarn and then she would hide it away. Like, I'm telling you, in the garage cabinet where her husband don't even look. She's like hiding it all over the house, on top of a cupboard, underneath this thing. It is truly, truly funny. Mariana, you are so funny. And it's so true. You get to hide things around your house and you need a bigger space. And then you go into embroidery, and then you go into weaving. Now you have a loom. Now you need extra space. Now you're spinning. You have a spin wheel. Where am I putting the spin wheel? Where am I putting all my yarn things? My needles, my crochet hooks, the things that I've made. All the things that I've made, where are they going to? This is so funny. Oh, this now brought me a lot of happiness inside. Like, that's so funny. Anita says, Rosemary, I agree. Mine is just about knitting and crochet items that brings you joy. Some of us love socks, some love beanies, some love sweaters, and others love blankets. You have to craft and do whatever makes you happy. So we ask Mariana if her house is big enough. So funny. Oh, this is hilarious. I'm waiting in anticipation to see Mariana's response. Susanna says it's a wonderful time. It's a wonderful time to be in the yarniverse because there are so many things available to us. You can buy undyed yarn and dye your own cheaper than buying, or you can buy fiber and spin your own. Yes, the wool is our oyster. We can be creative, and I can't get over this house comment of Mariana. It's so funny. The tip of the day: buy a bigger house. This is something that we need to coin. Actually, this is Mariana. You need to create merch or something with that. It's so funny. Ah. Judith, hello, Judith. It's lovely having you, Judith. Susanna, I think the only Australians on here currently is Susanna and Judith. Judith, how are you? How's the temperature? At Susanna's, it's 40 degrees. So it's scorching hot. Judith is saying we have a customer who tells us to write butcher on her receipt. Love the glasses. Oh, thanks, Judith. Butcher. It's just so funny to think. It's funny. Butcher. What is the items on the receipt? I would love to know. Oh, that's so funny. Yvette says, and I have just joined. Yvette is also here, another Australian. Oh, hello, Yvette. Yvette, we're having a laughing party currently. Everyone is so extremely funny. It's so funny. I am having such a ball. Mariana says, no, I have squatters, her children, that must first move out, that I can get a room like Jalene's. I hope it's going to be soon. I'm running out of space in the study that I share with my husband. So hence she's saying her tip for the day is to get a bigger house. So for those that just joined, my question, my very serious question, which it's not that serious anymore, but I love the answers, is you're a crafter now. When you started crafting, crocheting, knitting, what would you tell the younger self? Tips and tricks or guidance with regards to their journey as a crocheter or a knitter? What would be your tip to yourself, your younger self, just starting out crocheting or just starting out knitting? And we've had such beautiful responses already and so funny, so much funny ones. Like getting a bigger house. That it's really, really, I really love this. You're all so funny. Rosemary says, I had to get rid of some of my other yarn to make space for new yarn. My yarn is packed away all over in my house, right? Isn't that relatable to all of us? Isn't that relatable? Because honestly, this is my craft room. I have a lot of things in these cupboards that's next to me on the side, which is not necessarily yarn related. And then I have a cupboard in the dining room where it's an old wooden cupboard, and there's some of my blankets is hanging in there. Most of my project bags are in there. I have a drawer full of patterns and blocking things. And then all my projects is in the other living room, hanging where I used to have my yarn cabinet. And so, there's some yarn, I think, also in that one. And then I have a cupboard in the spare room with my fiber for my spinning wheel. My husband, I hope my husband is not listening to all of this because he probably not know where everything is stashed. And Neen says, I'm busy with the last row of a charity blanket that has been a whip for a very long time. My finish the whips list is slowly becoming less intimidating. And I mean, how is that making you feel? Because sometimes having such a big whip list, well, I'm talking about from my experience. And it's not a judgmental mentality or anything like that. Sometimes it's weighing on you too. And having to work down that WIP list is bringing you some joy. So I'm wondering if that is creating that effect for you as well. So that's wonderful. Last row. It's going to be a finished object very soon. Well done. Mariana says, my problem isn't so much my yarn, but rather all my samples and a trillion swatches. No idea what to do with it all anymore. Mariana is the designer from Sweet Crochet Dreams. Hence, she's got the trillion swatches. Well, we should probably all have swatches, but I'm a rebellious knitter and crocheter. So most of the time I do not swatch. Don't do what I'm doing. It's very bad advice. So luckily I didn't have that mistake, and I'm not a big designer like Mariana, but I can imagine you should create a wall feature with all your swatches, Mariana. That's what I would think you should do. Have them properly, you know, pinned or something onto a beautiful wooden something, and feature them as a wall feature. I think that would be nice. Susanna says, I've converted my front room, which was the dining room, as I've never had anyone over for dinner, and I needed a room for my yarn and now all my other crafts. But I think, you see, that is the thing. We are so much programmed to have specific things in our house. Like you have to have a dining room area, you have to have a TV room, you have to have a spare room. And why should we conform? Why should we not create the spaces that we need? Because some of us are not using our dining room. And why do we have that empty space not being utilized properly when we can actually utilize the space fully for what will make you happy? So I love that you did that, Susanna. That is so cool. Marana says, enjoy the process. Searching patterns, buying yarn, and making mistakes. It's so true. This is the second time I hear enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, and look for patterns and buy your yarn and be able to be comfortable making mistakes, because definitely you will make mistakes, and that is okay too. Carla says, well done, Arlene. It's inspiring. Yes. Carla is asking Mariana, have you thought of sewing all your swatches into a blanket for charity? That is also a good suggestion. I love that. Judith says it's mild in Melbourne. In Melbourne, we have a saying, if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. By the way, buying yarn and using yarn are two separate hobbies. As well as getting patterns, right? That's another hobby. I'm glad it's mild weather in Melbourne, really. That's wonderful, Judith. But it sounds like Melbourne is having like Cape Town mentality, where in Cape Town, you can have 4 seasons in one day. It sounds like that. It sounds like Melbourne is like having Cape Town weather, where it can change in an instance. Rosemary also asks, Mariana, can you use them for a blanket? And Susanna is saying, Mariana, maybe make a swatch blanket for each year. I also like that. Miranda says, and what I still need to learn, wait, something just happened. And what I still need to learn is that it's okay to stop with a project if it does not give you joy. Yes, please don't hang to a dreaded project that you're fighting through because you have to do this. You don't have to. Mariana says, okay, let me just find a wool first. If it says, Mariana, if your swatches are the same size, crochet them together to make a blanket. Oh, that's lovely. Carla says, Susanna, next time I am in Australia, I am coming for dinner. But Susanna, also, you don't need to have a dinner table. You can sit in between the yarny goodness and eat your food. You don't necessarily have to have a dinner table for a one-time event. Well, that's what I feel like. But having Carla over, you're going to have such a joyful time. Carla is awesome, as well as you. But you both are awesome, so you'll have a super do. All of you on here are absolutely marvelous people. Mariana says the swatches are all different sizes and shapes, so I don't know how that will work. I'm not your normal 10 by 10 centimeter swatcher. I think you can definitely organize them in a way that it will be looking pleasing to the eye. So we have faith in you, Mariana. Anita says, Miranda, I have seen a quilt blanket made from swatches. They have used all fibers together as you will hand wash the project. Oh, wow. See, Carla is saying, you're funny, Judith. She is funny. Tip for Mariana, says Carla. Buy a bigger house with more walls. Tip of the day. Thanks, let us all go to Australia then. Oh, Mariana says, Carla, I like your thinking. Oh my goodness, you're all so funny. I really appreciate you all. You have made this morning like the best morning ever. You're also funny. I love your humor. I really appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. But it's not over. It's not over. I'm talking like I'm saying goodbye. I'm not saying goodbye. Let's quickly look at the patterns also. And so the first pattern, I have two patterns for you to show today. The first pattern I have is a crochet pattern. And I love this. Let me quickly share this. There we go. This is the 2018 Advent Table Runner. And I mean, this has the opportunity to grow and become a blanket, all right? But in this instance, this is a table runner from Emma Wilkinson. This was published in December 2018. It's asking for sport weight yarn, but I'm sure you can, use other weights of yarn and adjust your crochet hook accordingly. It's asking for a 4mm crochet hook. And it's in US terminology. It's a free pattern. And the Mystery KAL was designed for the busy crocheter at Christmas time. Each task should take 30 to 60 minutes each day, giving you some time to relax and enjoy some me time at a time of year that can sometimes be very stressful. It's now available as a single PDF document to download. So the link is on the Ravelry page. The pattern is simple yet effective and can be found at day 1. The motifs are joined with the join as you go method, which can be found on day 2 and day 3. Each day, a mini yarn ball was selected from the kit and joined onto the last until a table runner was made. This Advent pattern was designed as part of an Advent calendar kit in 3 colorways. The kit is no longer available, but the pattern can be made with any yarn and its corresponding hook. So this is a very versatile pattern, and like I said, you don't have to think of it only as a table runner. You can definitely use this as a crochet scrappy project as well. Something, for instance, like my flower motif, which is in this bag. This bag was given to me by Jalene from Ireland. Look at this. This hook was given to me by Judith. This darning needle was in a set. So I keep this always together. Wait, I think let me do this all together and then I'll show you this, because I have a suspicion I'm a small block so that you can see better. Okay, so look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this. This is truly beautiful. It's very versatile. It's a versatile pattern. Look at that. So colorful and beautiful. Look there. Those are just gorgeous. But it will be a beautiful, I would suggest this to be a beautiful table runner. It will be gorgeous. Look at that. Right? So great idea. Great idea to do that. Oopsie daisy. What about it? There we go. Oh, you can see the that is better, right? I've learned something today. Look at that. Oh, this is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You don't even have to connect them. You can do them as use them as coasters. Oh, that is just beautiful. There we go. So that is the one pattern I wanted to show you. Remove this, remove this, there we go. And then the second pattern I want to show you is a knitting pattern. It's called the Advent Shawl by Renske Creatief. This was published in December 2022. It's fingering weight using 3.5 millimeter knitting needles. It's €3. And she used 24 colors of fingering weight Pima cotton. And it's a total of 480 grams in total. So this shawl can be made with any kind of yarn. With a heavier weight yarn, you'll need just less rows to get it nicely sized. Be sure to match the needle size with your yarn. The shawl should have a nice smooth thread. Use bigger needles when the shawl turns out to be stiff or are not pleasant to wear. And I use stitch markers between each repeat to make it easier to keep up with the pattern and each individual repeat. So let me show you. How do I make this big again? I do this, I do this. No. What do I do? This screen. Aha, there we go. We are getting fancy now. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I like the change of color here. This is truly beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous, right? All right, so that is the two patterns for today. So now I can quickly show you what I wanted to show you. The first pattern, what is the pattern's name again? Oh, the 2018 table runner, Advent table runner, reminds me of what's in this bag, which is my scrappy, or rather not really scrappy. I would say my wildflower motif blanket. This bag was given to me by Jalene from Ireland. And like I said, this beautiful darning needle was coming from Judith in Australia. And it reminds me a little bit of this, what I'm busy with. And I think most of you know about this project of mine. So I love this. This is beautiful. Little small hexagons. It's bringing me joy. So all of these yarns will end up on this project sometime, somewhere, somehow. Alrighty. Let me go back to the comments. Rosemary says, and you have even got to patterns yet. Yes. Bye, lady. Go Christmas shopping with my hubby. Oh, Anita, enjoy the shopping. That's lovely. Jonita says, oh, yes, please. The shawl is gorgeous. Chevrons are my favorite to knit. It's a beautiful pattern. I love the knitting pattern too. Susanna says, I need to learn how to make one right and left. I don't know why I'm so hesitant. Oh, Susanna, the best tutorial is the Stephen West tutorial on make one right and make one left. It's the only way how I learn or how I remember how to make one right and make one left. It will be so easy peasy. Don't be hesitant. You can do it. Go search for the Stephen West make one right, make one left tutorial. It's also most of the times in his videos where he does his other shawls, his mystery knit-alongs, where he's using that method so many times. So he's showing that as well, but I'm sure you should have a small tutorial on make one right and make one left. It's easy. I thought of you when I saw it, you are. Yes, yes. I have one of Jonita's patterns. I hope I will remember to bring it to put tomorrow, because it's not in this space in the yarn studio. It is in the living room. I made a scarf of Juanita's patterns. It came as a kit from Naughty Habit. It was a gift from Mincy, actually. Love a chevron pattern. Yeah, me too. Susanna says, thank you, Jalene. I'll check it out. It's going to be so easy, you'll never forget it again. Make one right, make one left in knitting. Very easy. He gives you all the great tips there. All right. Oh my goodness. This is so enjoyable. I love these moments with you. We had so much laughter and so much fun. I really, really am so thankful and appreciative of our time together. It's been so much fun. All right, so I have knitted 2 rows this whole hour on a sock tube. What? Normally I do so much more. Normally I will complete a stripe, but I have been having such a good time and laughing my butt off. I hope it's not offensive to say that, but you all made me laugh so hard. I'm a fangirl all over Caitlin Hunter's Halibut cardigan at the moment. Oh, we need to look at that. Caitlin Hunter is also creating beautiful patterns. Really. Really, really beautiful. Halibut cardigan. Let me quickly have a look at what that is. There's so many amazing patterns out there. No. I think I got wrong. Caitlin Hunter. Let me search again. Oh, don't search in crochet. Oh, yes. Oh, that's beautiful. But she creates beautiful. Let me quickly show, because it will be so rude of me not to show you. She's creating beautiful patterns too, I have to say. And look at that, the Halibut cardigan by Caitlin Hunter. Are you knitting that currently, Judith? Oh, and it's calling for an Aran weight, so it will be so quick to knit up. Oh, wow. It's beautiful. Let's have a look. Look at that. The Halibut cardigan from Caitlin Hunter. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's gorgeous. Here we go. So the comments. Here we go. Yeah. No, it's a gorgeous pattern, Judith. Love that pattern. I am going to make a cardigan next year. I need to make a cardigan. There's one pattern. I think I actually saw it at Juanita. Where's my list of things that I want to make? Let me tell you what pattern is on my list. Yeah, there's my pattern list. Oh, there. The weights. The weights. Like weights. That is the pattern I am definitely going to knit. I've seen 2 of Juanita's that she has knitted, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I still want to knit that pattern. Next year, I want to make more wearables, in fact. Oh, wow. About to cast on for the long haul flight to Cape Town. When are you flying out, Judith? I know you said you're going to be here early January. I'm so excited. When are you flying out? And prepare yourself for a very hot Bloemfontein. Oh my goodness. Bloemfontein is, it's actually really nice today, thus far, which I'm so grateful for, honestly. Um, and I'm really praying for the rain to come. And already it's amazing that you can see the little rain we had, which we're very grateful for, the impact it had on the grass. The grass are really so thankful, and the garden is so thankful for the rain they received, that we received yesterday. Oh, Judith says that on the 30th. Oh, wow. It's around the corner. It's around the corner. All right, it is 11 o'clock South African time, and we can start to say goodbye. We had such a splendid time this morning. Tomorrow's live will be at 1400 hours South African time, so in the afternoon, and then we can have some fun yet again. I'm so astonished that I did not progress so much with my stripe, because normally I'm done with the stripe, but we had so much fun and laughter today that I was so enjoying all the comments. I did not even knit while I was reading the comments. Yvette's asking, which airline are you flying with, Judith? Rosemary says, I need to make wearables for myself. Will be the first. Oh, Rosemary, you can do it. You can definitely do it. And it will bring you a lot of joy and fulfillment, I would say. Being able to craft something for yourself in such a way. You don't need to go out and buy a sweater. You can actually make something for yourself. And I think that is just awesome. All right. Emirates. Judith says she's flying Emirates. All right. So the plan for today is as such. We're going to now have breakfast. I'm going to quickly make breakfast. And then I need to sort out all the washing. I've put in a pile of washing in the washing machine prior to the live. So I need to go hang that, do the next pile of washing. And then we need to edit videos that has been outstanding since September month. That is shocking to say, but it's the truth. It's just been too busy around here. And so we are dedicating today to that. And then when we're done with that, we want to rest. Emirates are excellent, and Mariana says my arms are now tired from all the frogging. I can imagine. I saw this one guy. He's a knitter, right? He's got his project hanging on a hanger or whatever, like hanging from something. And he's having his power tool with, I don't know, he had like something on the tip of this power tool, like a screwdriver or like what do you call something that puts a hole into the wall? What do you call that? Oh, I don't think my husband can hear me. Why? Well, anyway, he's using that power tool to like run the yarn from his item that he's frogging. I'm just saying, there's an option. You need to call your husband and ask him for other options, Mariana. You can definitely make a plan. Judith says, I'm about to have supper. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Judith. It was lovely having you. Enjoy your supper, and we can't wait to see you. Janita says, thanks everyone for a lovely chat. I'm going to sort out some of my yarns this afternoon. Oh, that sounds like fun. Enjoy, Janita. Drill bit. Yes, a drill bit. Thanks, Judith. So a drill and electric drill. And he's using that to take down Froggy's item. I've seen that too. I think it was a drill. Yes, you're correct. Drill. People use it on their knit machines too. Really? I did not know that. All right. So thank you so very much for the time that we could spend together. I appreciate that you spent it with me this hour. It was so much fun. I laughed so hard during this hour. And I hope that you will all have a super evening, that you sleep well, a super morning, a super afternoon. And then I'll see you tomorrow, 1400 hours, 2 p.m. South African time for the next live chat. And Mariana says, I loved spending time with you all. Have a lovely rest of your Saturday. Yeah, so much love from Bloemfontein. Mwah! I'll see you tomorrow. Stay well, stay blessed. Doodles!